Good afternoon. My name is Julia Kline, and this video is an overview of how to heal your sales wounds. And this concept of sales wounds is something that I have come up with as an follow-up to my Amazon best-selling book, The Entrepreneur's Guide to Sleaze-Free Selling. Because when I wrote this book, while it was extremely well received, became an Amazon bestseller, what a lot of people discovered is that while these were ideas that they could grasp about how to be less sleazy, how to do salesmanship without being pushy, obnoxious, or rude, what I have discovered with a large segment of my audience is that there are limiting beliefs that people hold around money, around salesmanship, and around success. And these limiting beliefs are fundamentally obstacles in the way of implementing the kinds of sales and marketing tactics and strategies that someone knows they should be doing, either because they want to be effective at selling their products and services, or because someone has taught them this is what they should be doing and they're trying to do what people tell them to do, or simply because they're wanting to grow their business and they're wanting to do so in a way that makes them feel good, instead of making them feel like they're trying to squeeze every last dollar out of something. So the sales wounds work is something that I have been birthing now for the last 6, 8, 10 months. And the next book is coming out October 28th, which I'm excited about. And I've been doing a variety of training programs that I've been selling to my client base around this work. And these videos are, quite frankly, an opportunity for people who don't know me yet to have some experience with this concept of sales wounds and get a sense of whether this is or is not something that you feel is holding you back in your salesmanship. So what we're going to do in this video is we are going to do an overview of how to heal your sales wounds. And so we're going to talk about, first of all, is you and who you need to be in order to feel as if this work, this video is going to be worth your time. Then we're also going to mention the 6 primary sales wounds. And we're not going to go into them in this video. That's what the 6 follow-up videos are for. 6 primary sales wounds. And then I'm also going to mention the 2 next paid offerings that I'm making. So if you really enjoy this work and you want to get more out of it than what you can obviously glean from a video that's here on YouTube for the world, I will let you know how you can come and join me with how to do that. So let's first of all talk about you and who you need to be in order to get an awful lot of benefit out of what we're going to be talking about today. And for starters, you are probably somebody who is highly introspective, because the approach to salesmanship and healing your sales wounds that I'm going to take you through is one that asks you to examine yourself. And I am highly introspective. I find this to be fascinating work, and I get it that not everybody agrees. So that's the first thing. If you are highly introspective, awesome. You might very well enjoy what you're about to hear. If you're not, yeah, click away. The next thing that is probably true about you, if this is work that appeals to you, is that you crave an authentic connection in your life in general, but also with your clients. And so if I were to say to you, if I could wave a magic wand and I could give you, number 1, lots more sales, or number 2, I could give you an authentic connection with lots more people, your heart says, oh my gosh, I want an authentic connection with lots more people. Now, sure, you want sales and you want the income that comes from that, but that doesn't make your heart sing. What makes your heart sing is the idea of making an authentic connection with a lot more people. You are also very likely somebody who is on a spiritual path, and it's probably a spiritual path that is more metaphysical than traditional. Not an essential piece of it, but as you will soon enough discover, I am somebody who's highly spiritual and very metaphysical, and I lead my life and my business according to the guidance that I receive from my my spirit guides, and I bring those to my work. And I sometimes talk about astrological influences, or I talk about karma or past life influences or causes. And if that stuff makes you roll your eyes, go watch a video from Bill Maher, because that we're going to talk about spirituality and specifically metaphysics as a component to how we address these issues, spirituality and metaphysics. Also, and this is perhaps self-evident from the way that I began, you're a business owner. And while there are people who have recently enrolled in classes of mine and taken this work and paid for an in-depth study of this work, who do everything from painting houses to developing estate plans to selling logoed merchandise to coaching to massage therapy to, or some of the varieties, web design. So lots of different kinds of business owners appreciate this work. And you are most likely, so business owner, first of all, you are somebody who owns your own business. Maybe you are a salesperson selling somebody else's stuff, but you're a very unique kind of a salesperson, if that's you. And the type of business owner that you are, if you're a business owner, is that you have a coaching mindset, which means that you view your role in whole or in part with your clients as helping them to see and solve their problems. And you either metaphysically or literally keep Kleenex on your desk, because when people are inviting you into their deeply held problems, issues, challenges, and opening themselves to your assistance, that can be painful. So if this work is going to appeal to you, you have a coaching mindset. So even if you're an attorney or you're a financial advisor or you paint houses, which are certainly not coaching professions, but you see your role within that as coaching the person through how to develop their will, coaching them through their financial picture and developing an appropriate stock portfolio, coaching them through the paint that they want on their walls or the kitchen remodel that they want. Coaching mindset is a part of what appeals to you, because again, that is definitely part of what I am going to offer you by way of solutions. So this is about you and who you are. And full transparency, I completely forgot what was going to be the next. What else did I say we were going to talk about? We're definitely talking. Oh, I guess we're going to talk about the six wounds next, right? So this is who you are. So now let's talk about, and we're just going to run through them briefly, because as I said, this video is an overview, and the next 6 are going to go in depth on each of these wounds. But and I'm not going to write them out because they're, well, maybe I will. Let's see. Let's try red. So the first wound is the money wound. And the primary statement of the money wound is, I know that I need money to get by in the world, but I really wish that I just didn't have to deal with it at all. And that that's the primary statement of the money wound. If you are somebody who is suffering from this wound, if your limiting beliefs that are primarily holding you back are around money, something like that is a statement that would be true of you. The next wound is the love and money wound. And the love and money sales wound, the primary statement there is, love and money are interwoven in my relationships in a way that is kind of muddy. So money isn't just money. It's also love. It's also caring. It's also support. It's also need and obligation. So love and money kind of jumbled together if you're somebody who's suffering from this second wound. The third wound is the selling wound. And the core statement of the selling wound is sales is a game. And it is a game of getting you to buy my stuff, whether you want it or need it or not. And if that means using persuasion and even manipulation to get you to do what I want you to do, which is to buy my stuff, that's okay. That's how you play the game. And depending on where you're coming from the world of sales, that is, I believe, in our American culture, perhaps our entire Western culture, that is the predominant belief or definition of sales. And it is why so many people, and as a culture, we absolutely feel that salesmanship is dirty and sleazy and bad and wrong and so on and so forth, because we see it as, I want you to do something that you don't want to do. I want you to buy and you don't want to. So I am going to get you to buy my stuff. And we're going to just show you how that does not have to be the case at all. And it certainly is not when you are coming from a place of non-sleazy salesmanship. The fourth wound is the anti-selling wound. And the primary statement of the anti-selling wound is, I will not be pushy, obnoxious, or rude in my attempts to sell things to people. So I'm just not going to sell at all. And so this is the wound that shows up for people. People who are really struggling financially in their businesses have at least some flavor of this wound going on, because this is the wound that has you not sending out emails, not doing any kind of advertising, not following up with previous customers, feeling uncomfortable asking for the sale when you're talking to somebody. All that stuff falls under the anti-selling wound. And also some other things which damage your business, which are not directly related to sales, like having weak payment policies or weak time and cancellation policies. Those also stem from the same wound, the anti-selling wounds. This is a huge one. The fifth wound is the prostitution wound. And this one is kind of dark, right? But the core statement of the prostitution wound is, the act of selling is always cheap. And when I engage in selling my products and services, it is implying that I'm only in it for the money. And if you weren't paying me for this, I wouldn't be doing it. That's prostitution, right? And the sixth wound is the success wound. And this one is the most broad and encompasses the most, which is kind of what broad means, right? But the success wound boils down to a statement that sounds something like, the reason I'm not successful is because blank. And so you want to be successful, but you have reasons or excuses about why you're not. And sometimes, and there's lots of things that fall under the success one. Sometimes this is it's a victimization thing. You feel like, oh, it's my competitor's fault, or it's the fault of the economy. Or sometimes it's a visibility wound. You're afraid to put yourself out there. Sometimes it is like a fear of success, which is, a kind of trite statement. So anyway, those are the 6 primary sales wounds. Number 1 is the money wound. Number 2 is the love and money wound. Number 3 is the selling wound. Number 4 is the anti-selling wound. Number 5 is the prostitution wound. And number 6 is the success wound. And as I said, we're going to go, the next 6 videos in this series are going to break down each one of those wounds in greater detail. And if you have seen enough, you know that this is awesome, and this is what it's going to take to get you to your next level in your business, and you want to do a deeper dive, there are 2 ways that you can do that. Number 1, I offer private coaching services, and my private coaching services are 5 months at a stretch. So you enter into a 5-month relationship with me, and you pay me either $4,000 a month or $15,000 up front for the whole thing. And for that, I hold a container for you and your transformation for that entire 5-month period. And we meet regularly on the telephone or Skype or whatever. And you also have an opportunity for email feedback in between phone sessions. So that is one way to go deeper with this stuff. And the second way to go deeper with this is that I have a group program coming up, which is much more economical than the private coaching. And the group program is 6 months, and we meet every 3 weeks on the telephone. And that 6-month group program is a deep dive into who you are and how to express that to your client or customer. So it is coming to deeply understand the value of what it is that you bring to the table that is different and unique from other people that might look like they do something similar. And then how do we express that? So that means what do you say in videos like these? What do you say in your email campaigns to your existing customers? What do you say in your ads that you might run? What do you say in your direct mail pieces that you might say? What do you literally say when you're talking to somebody if you rely upon personal networking as a strategy for getting new clients? So that is a 6-month program, and as I said, it's far more economical. That is $400 a month for 6 months, or it is $2,000 upfront. And information about both private coaching and also that 6-month program is available on my website, which is www.intuitivebusinesswoman.com. So with that, thank you very much for watching this video, and I look forward to either seeing you on the next one or in one of those programs that I just mentioned. Thank you very much. Have a great day.